So Bobby had contacted me on Facebook about my Heirloom Rainbow Chevron baby blanket. There's a video tutorial, separate video tutorial that shows how to make this gorgeous blanket, and it has a beautiful braid that goes all around the border. And I show a close-up of it in the video tutorial where I show you how to make this blanket. But the problem that she had was the braids on both of the sides on her blanket didn't fit, and so she needed to know how to make it larger to fit the sides of her blanket, because when you're making this chevron for this blanket, the braids are made the same way as the chevrons in the center of the blanket, except that you have just one row for each of the three that you braid together for the border. So anyway, her side braids didn't fit, so she needed to make them longer for hers because she had a larger center for her baby blanket. So this video tutorial is just going to go over how to change the size if you want yours to be larger than the one that I made in my video tutorial. So there's no errors that were made in the video tutorial, and you could make a beautiful baby blanket the same size as mine, but I'm going to show you how to change the size if you want to have it larger or even if you want to have it smaller. So for my video tutorial for the Rainbow Chevron blanket, I made 6 chevrons. So you're going to count the points of the chevrons, and I made a crocheted one just to show you. So for the video tutorial where I show you how to make the rainbow chevron, I started with the chain of 140, and then I made a double crochet into the 4th chain from the hook. So that starts with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you start with 10, and then at the end you also have, after you finish the decrease portion of the chevron, you'll have 10 stitches remaining. And that's how you're going to end up with your different sized blanket as well. So back to this initial one that I made, and this is the same size as my rainbow chevron baby blanket video tutorial. So you count the peaks. So here you have the peak of the chevron. So here's 1. Here's the next peak is 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I had 6 peaks for my chevrons. So to change the size, it would be a multiple of 21 plus 14. So the first thing you're going to do is determine how many top points or peaks that you want for your chevrons. So for mine, it was 6. So I had 6 of them. So you're going to multiply 21 times 6, which would give you 126. Then you're going to add 14. And the reason, where I got the 14, I'm going to show you that right now. So here is the stitch breakdown for you for the 6 peaks. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 peaks. And you can see how with the peaks you're going to have 8 stitches on the side, 1 stitch for the top peak, and then 8 stitches on the downside of the chevron, and then 4 stitches in the decrease or valley of the chevron. So you're going to have 8 stitches going up, 1 stitch at the peak, and that would give you a total of 9 stitches. So then you're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 peaks. So 6 peaks times 9, which was your total 9 stitches, will give you a stitch count of 54. Then for the valleys, you can see that you need 8 stitches for the down side and then 4 stitches in the valley. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. So there's 12 stitches total, 8 plus 4, 12 stitches, and then 6 valleys times 12 is 72. So then you take the 72 stitches plus the 54 stitches, and that gives you a total of 126 stitches. And then you have 2 stitches that I haven't counted yet where I started, the 2 double crochet, and then you have 10 stitches at the end. So you have the upslope with 8 and then 2 stitches on the end, which is 10. And then 10 plus 2 is 12, so you have a total of 12 stitches. So 12 plus the 126 gives you a total of 138. So that's what your stitch count will be after you finish your first row. And then you have to add 2 because you make a double crochet into the 4th chain from the hook, which will give you a starting chain of 140, which is what I started in the video tutorial. So now I'm going to show you the breakdown if you want 7 peaks. So for 7 peaks, you can see the same thing. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 peaks. So you know that for a peak, it's 8 plus 1 is 9 stitches. 8 plus 1, 8 plus 1, 8 plus 1, so 9 stitches. And you want 7 peaks, so 7 times 9 is 63 stitches. And then for the valleys, it's the same thing, 8 plus 4 for the downslope in the valley. So that's 12 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 valleys times 12 stitches for a valley that I used to make the downslope and the valley stitch will give you a stitch count of 84. So 84 plus the 63 is 147, and then 147 plus, I started with 2, we haven't counted yet, those 2 double crochet, and then you end with 8 on the upslope and then 2 on the end, which is 10. So you have a total of 10 plus 2 is 12. So 147 plus 12 will end up with 159 stitch count after you finish that first row. But you need to add 2 because you're going to make a double crochet into the 4th chain from the hook. So your starting chain, if you want 7 peaks, will be 161. So that's why the multiple, if you want to change the size, will be multiple of 21 plus 14. So that's the breakdown, and that's how you would increase the size of your blanket. And again, this cheat sheet for changing the size is available for free download, PDF download on my blog, www.helenmaycrochet.com.